Hi there, welcome back for the final, I guess, part of our show this afternoon. So here we have our lovely soup. It is, it's reduced down a little bit, and those lovely pieces of mushroom have kind of cooked out a little bit, and you can see the difference. So that's awesome. We're gonna finish this off with seasoning really quick. So we're gonna take about half a lemon, and we're gonna squeeze that juice in there. Gonna add a little bit of acidity to our soup and help balance out those flavors, because it is a little bit of a heavy soup, and that lemon juice will kind of lighten it up just a bit and make it that much more delicious. So there's that. We're gonna add, like I promised you before, a good bang bang of Lea and Perrins Worcestershire. Any kind of Worcestershire will work, to be honest, but Lea and Perrins is kind of my go-to. We're gonna add our Italian flat leaf parsley. And last but not least, we're going to add our heavy cream.
Whipping cream.
Bang! You got to be careful when you add this, because it can separate if you're not careful. I think we're going to be okay, but you do always have to be careful when you're adding. You should temper this cream. And actually, let's do it the right way, just because we'd hate to have separation take place last minute on us. We're so close to the end. So what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to take some of our soup, but not all of it. And we're going to add this amount to our cream. And what that's going to do is it's going to temper our cream, guys. That way, if you know, if it warms up a bit, we're not adding a really cold substance to a really warm substance. It's really kind of a more temperate temperature right now, or a more reasonable temperature. We're not adding something that's cold right out of the fridge to our hot stock, because what can happen with the cream is it can separate, and you'll have little curdled chunks kind of floating around your soup. We don't want that. That's not nice. But look at that. Ooh, doesn't that look good now, guys? Oh yeah, it's gonna be tasty. Now there's only one thing to do. Besides eating it, of course, we've got to give it a quick taste test. See how that is. Oh, that's pretty tasty. That's delicious. We're gonna add a little bit more pepper, maybe a pinch and a half. I'm gonna add close to the same amount of salt. About that much more. Not a lot. It's actually great because we've been seasoning it throughout. It's got a really nice flavor. So we're gonna get that all stirred in. And the taste is up to you guys. You don't have to add salt. You don't have to add pepper. You can add extra pepper. You can add extra salt. Whatever you want, right? But oh yeah, it's good. It's going to be delicious. So we're going to bring that back up to just a slight simmer, and we're going to warm that up, and we're going to get ready to go out and deliver some soup to some people.
Right, I'm going to show the stock as well here.
And the stock, guys, is just starting, and you can see some of the foam rising to the top. What we need to do is get rid of that layer of fat. What that layer of fat's going to do is it's going to prevent it from our impurities from rising to the top, and it's also going to prevent it from reducing down and steaming properly, breathing. So we're going to get in there, and we're going to get rid of all of our fat, and you're going to get a little bit of liquid in there as well. Don't worry, we've got so much. It's not the end of the world, and that's just going into our gross little garbage pail container. And we're going to go around, collect all that fat.
Okie dokie, so that's a wrap, eh?
That's about a wrap, guys. You're going to keep an eye on this. This is going to cook out for 3 to 4 hours. And you're going to want to just have it at a very light simmer. It hasn't quite reached temperature, but it's really, really close. You don't want a heavy boil. You just want a very gentle bubble to the top. And you're going to keep on doing this about every 20 minutes to a half hour. Give it a quick peek. If you see that buildup of fat or foam on the top, skim it off real quick. Do kind of what we mentioned before. Get the vortex going, and then kind of get in there and get rid of all that yucky stuff we don't want. And that'll allow it to continue to breathe, and will give us the best product at the end of it all.
It's a labor of love.
Labor of love, it really is. There's no substitute for time.
And with that, I think we'll sign out.
Thank you so much, guys.